what are we doing? Find the reference angle, the quadrant of the terminal side, and the sine and cosine of 135 degrees. Okay. All right, so here is my y-axis and my x-axis. And if we're doing a 135-degree angle, that starts along this axis and then rotates to 135 degrees, which would be right here-ish. And a total half turn is 180. So if I take 180 and I subtract 135 degrees, I end up with 45 degrees. Okay, so our reference angle, which is right here, that is 45 degrees. And then I draw in my triangle here. So we're looking at the 45-degree angle here. But remember, we're in quadrant 2. So because you are, let's see, because you're going along the x-axis this way, that is actually a -1. And then this is a +1 because you're up in quadrant, because you're going vertical, right? I should have used a different color, sorry. Boop, come here. Because you're going upward here, so that's +1, because it's this point you're looking at, which has the coordinates of -1, comma, +1. Anyway, and then the hypotenuse, because if you take -1 squared plus +1 squared, that's 1 plus 1, which is 2, and you square root it, and you get the square root of 2. So, let's see, the terminal side of the angle lies in quadrant number 2. Its reference angle is, and you can see they put the little degree symbol here, so they want the number 45. And then sine, remember, is opposite over hypotenuse. So the side opposite of the 45-degree angle, the side opposite is the pink one, and the hypotenuse is the square root of 2. The cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and the adjacent side is right here. That's the adjacent side, because the adjacent side and the hypotenuse, I guess I'll use gray for hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is right here. Those two sides make up the 45-degree angle. And the hypotenuse is always across from the 90-degree angle. So by default, that makes the blue side adjacent. And so I'm gonna have a numerator of -1 over the square root of 2. So I'm gonna jump back to Mobius, click on 2, type in 45. This is a fraction. My numerator is a 1. The denominator is the square root of 2. Man, I am really glad they're not making me rationalize these denominators, because I really hate doing that. -1 and backspace to a radical and 2. Did I put, let me just double check, because I really hate getting red marks. 245 and 245. Yep, okay. How did I do? All green. It's a go.